My mother and I bonded very early simply because I was an only child for 7 years. And in many ways we grew up like sisters because who she knew, I know. And even today, I'm still friends with some of the people that she knew when I was a very little girl. And so we have a lot of things in common. And I love her very much, and I know she loves me. And it's wonderful to know when your mother not only loves you, but almost in a way adores you, because she compliments me nonstop to the point where, I know I'm not all that great, you know. But she likes to do that, and so I've enjoyed my mother.
I think your bond with your mother is a very natural thing. It's probably the most natural thing from the very beginning, and of course it's been the same way with my mother. And my mom is very friendly and very likable and very easygoing, so it's very easy to form a bond with her even if she's not your mother. But it's been sort of the same with my daughter, my oldest daughter, and although she's not as easygoing as my mother, she's more of a challenge. She's certainly taught me many different things about, you know, life and personality, and given me different perspectives. And motherhood, I think, really opens your eyes to things you would never notice otherwise. And of course, I'm so glad to have my mother, and I'm so glad to be a mother and have my children, and it's something very, very special.
With girls, what you learn to understand is that they're all so different in their moods and in their talents and in their way of acting towards me. One is very loving and very happy. One is very serious, and the other one is, well, she was the one I learned on. And
Is that me?
by learning on her, I know exactly what to do with the other two, even though their personalities were different. And Kerri has blossomed into a wonderful person. When she was 13, I had my doubts, but by the time she was 16, I could see the beauty and the maturity and the sweetness totally come out. Mothers don't have it very easy in the very early years because, as I said, you're learning about the children. But as they grow, it's such a joy to see the personality come out. And I have been blessed with 3 wonderful girls, and Kerri, my oldest, is a blessing. She's presented me with 3 lovely grandchildren. And so I'm blessed all around. All around, I think that life has been good with my mom and my children and the people in my life. I met Anita about, it was like 30 odd years ago. And I knew from the first when I met her that I liked her. She was very direct, but at the same time, she was also very wise. I liked her, and the people around her liked her because she was easy to get along with. She had strong opinions, and that's good because then you know the person has a personality. We had tables there, and people kind of gravitated to tables where they were compatible with the people who were there. And I remember sitting at her table for half the time, and then there was another group of people with some Jamaicans there that I went over to their table. And that's what I remember most, is having a lot of fun with her. And then when she got married and she had 2 kids, I remember saying that, and Cami was born around the same time as Kendra, I remember saying, I hope they'll be friends one day, or be pen pals. And it turned out to be so, eventually. And I'm so glad because I have a fourth daughter in Kendra. And it's been a wonderful gift that she gave people, is her children and her person, and just knowing that she was a good person, a loving person, and
well-liked and
yeah, and
sensible, responsible, made a lot of really good decisions about kids.
she was more mature than a lot of the people around us. So she achieved her maturity at a very young age, it seems. And I did meet her mom, and I did like her mom, and I remember thinking, her mother is very good looking. So, I felt very close to Anita. And even though we live very far away, and I regret not calling more or writing more, simply because life got in the way. But
I still spend time with her.
Yeah.
She came out here. She came out here a few times.
Oh yeah. The good thing is, when there are people in your life who you want to stay in your life, and I kept asking her to come out here. I said, your daughter is out here, you've got to come out here and live. But of course, Carl is in Canada, and New York was one of the loves of her life.
Yeah.
She liked New York.
Yeah. I think I remember getting cards from her when I was young.
Yeah.
Like she sent birthday cards.
Yeah, she was very good. She was very good at remembering people's birthdays and Christmas.
And yeah, she always sent us birthday cards and
yeah,
things like that.
Yeah. She was a good friend. And
she really was a good friend.
She's a good person and a good friend. And it's
Don't get sad, Mom.